There's a story coming out of the Euros that I think needs to be discussed, and it's of this man, Turkish defender Merih Demiral, and his signal to the crowd that you see with both hands.
You showed a certain celebration after your second goal. You showed a gesture with both your hands. What did you wish to express?
Tabii ki.
Well, of course, I'm very happy to have scored 2 goals. I had a certain specific celebration in my mind. That's what I did. It has to do with this Turkish identity because I'm very proud to be a Turk.
And when asked for clarity once more, Demiral would double down.
We're all Turks in Turkey. We're very proud. I'm very proud as a person to be a Turk. So that's what I did. That was the meaning of the gesture. It's quite normal, and our Turkish supporters are proud of us. And as I said, hopefully I'll get more opportunities to do the same gesture again.
The questions remain, right? Should he be proud of this gesture? Should he be promoting it? What is it? The wolf gesture Demiral put forth via The Guardian is associated with the right-wing extremist national group Grey Wolves and is banned in the country of Austria, where it is punishable by fines of about 3,400 to 4,000, depending on if you're a pound person or a euro person. And that's just since 2019.
In the 70s and 80s, the MHP's youth wing was suspected of having links with armed militias. One of its members was behind the failed attempt to assassinate Pope John Paul II.
For what it's worth, Turkey would go on to defeat Austria 2-1 in the Euros. Take that as you will.
On November 4th, the French government said it would ban the Turkish ultranationalist organization Grey Wolves. This came after Turkish nationalists allegedly linked to the group held provocative marches in an area with a large Armenian community near Lyon. A memorial to the victims of the Armenian genocide was defaced with graffiti bearing the Grey Wolves' name. The Turkish Foreign Ministry responded by claiming the group didn't exist. This is false.
Euronews would add more context. After its founding in the 60s, the group was accused of involvement in politically motivated violence, mostly against leftist groups and minorities, such as the Kurds and Armenians, resulting in it being described as a racist and neo-fascist paramilitary organization. One person showed off their tattoo of the Grey Wolves along with crescent moons, and that is Mesut Ozil. He played for the German national team, but is the son of Turkish immigrants.
The Grey Wolves have been extensively covered by Turkish and international media. Supporters can be spotted displaying the distinctive wolf's head salute.
Via DW, the wolf remains important to right-wing extremists. In essence, a gray wolf saved the ancestors of the Turkish peoples from their enemies, helped them ascend as a great power. The wolf hand gesture also traces its meaning back to this myth. So here is where we have the divide. Is Demiral referencing this, or is it because he aligns with an extremist group? Only he can answer that, and he has not yet. DW continues, the moon crescents trace their meaning back to the war flag of the Ottomans, which depicted 3 arranged in a triangle. Today, they form the party logo of the Nationalist Movement Party, or MHP, which has been the main ally of Turkish President Erdogan for many years. Fun fact, by the way, to go back to Mesut Ozil, his wedding was in 2019, and his best man was President Erdogan. Counter-extremist lays it out quite bluntly for everyone to read. The Wolves function as the MHP's armed branch in the 70s, carrying out attacks and assassinations on leftists, journalists, and dissidents. In 1981, the Wolves made international headlines when one member attempted to unalive Pope John Paul II. That is what they are about. Additionally, the Wolves are also closely linked to the MHP, a member of Turkey's ruling coalition, and acts at times as the street movement or paramilitary organization of the party. The Wolves also linked to Turkey's mafia, illicit drug trade, and state security and intelligence forces. Lastly, from counter-extremism. A 1998 report from the Turkish parliament explicitly revealed the Wolves' connections to the Turkish security forces. The report cited a senior member of the organization's connection to organized crime, heroin, smuggling, and political assassinations carried out in collaboration with the Turkish security forces. Meanwhile, Germany is basically saying, we cannot have this. There needs to be investigations. This needs to be condemned completely. And the German Interior Minister, Nancy Faeser, put out a very strong statement on Twitter, which reads, "The symbols of Turkish right-wing extremists have no place in our stadiums. Using the Euros as a platform for racism is completely unacceptable. We expect UEFA to investigate the case and consider sanctions," mainly because German authorities characterize the group's ideology as ultranationalist, anti-Semitic, and racist. The group holds very hostile views towards Kurdish, Armenian, Jewish, and Christian people, and believes in the superiority of the Turkish nation. In the past, members of the Grey Wolves have committed numerous acts of violence, including unaliving, particularly in the 70s. Currently, UEFA released this statement. Again, take this as you will. An investigation has been opened in accordance with Article 31.4 of the UEFA disciplinary regulations in relation to the alleged inappropriate behavior of the player. Further info regarding this matter will be made available in due course. Well, that information is going to have to come out somewhat soon because Turkey has a game coming up very soon. This would be, per Euro News, the player's second offense. What was the first? He previously was one of 16 Turkish players reprimanded in 2019 for making military-style salutes at games while the country was conducting a military offensive in Syria. Demiral might face a fine or an outright match ban. I gotta be honest, considering how pivotal of a piece he is, his star has grown. He plays in Saudi Arabia. He was formerly with Atalanta in Serie A, Champions League team. I will be stunned if he is banned. Stunned. He has denied it. He has defended himself. He has said it is just a part of my Turkish identity. And there is this, pardon the pun, gray area. Though with all the intel that we have right now and how this symbol, this gesture rather, is associated with their movement, it is hard to think that they won't at least fine him or fine Turkey for the conduct that he put forth after beating Austria, who, again, I reiterate, banned this gesture. The Turkish foreign ministry, though, would disagree with not just the critiques, but also just an investigation taking place at all. Here's what they would say. While the Grey Wolf sign is not a banned symbol in Germany, the reactions shown to Mr. Demiral by the German authorities are itself xenophobia, their statement read. We condemn the politically motivated reactions to the use of a historical and cultural symbol in a way that does not target anyone during the celebration of joy at a sports event. It should be known that the Turkish government is run by President Erdogan, who, per the reports, align with all of this. So here's the question that I have. What is Germany going to do? What is going to be Turkey's response? If, and this is a hypothetical, if Demiral knew the clear-cut history of this group and the symbol, I said that for a second, gesture aligned with it, would he continue doing this? Or is it masqueraded in pride? Leave a thought, comment down below. Appreciate you watching. Have a great day. If you can and are willing, please become a paid member here at TYT Sports. And or go to tyt.com/join. In addition, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Appreciate it. Have a great day.